And on this episode of Don't Let the Door Hit You on the Way Out, we have this from Cosmic Book News. Sasha Calle heartbroken after Supergirl loss, signed multi-picture deal. This is why I don't believe when places say, oh yeah, Doctor Who, it's going to have a second season, it's going to have a third season, it's already greenlit. It doesn't matter. They could cancel these contracts in a single solitary, but anytime they want to. They can just say, okay, this thing lost all of its money, let's not continue this. You were greenlit for 10 movies, we can cut you. I remember I saw that a while ago. It was like Elizabeth Olsen was signed up for like 3 or 4 Marvel movies going forward. It's like, no, she died in Multiverse of Madness. And she hasn't really spoken about it since, or genuinely sounds like she has any interest in returning to the MCU. I don't think she's going to be in all these movies going forward. And the actress that played Supergirl, I mean, it's kind of disappointing. It was the Flash was bound to be bad. I mean, when the movie was set to come out, we already knew that it wasn't leading anything. So there was really no interest to see it because we knew, okay, well, this is the end of the story. And then when we did see it, it was like, wow, this is an absolute piece of garbage. So it wasn't like, oh man, they canceled the universe. This is so terrible. What a Greek tragedy. The Flash was so good. No, it was terrible. You should have canceled the universe. You should have canceled everything. It's a bad movie. And was Sasha Calle bad in it? Man, I think she did the best she could with what she was given. I wouldn't say, yes, the movie flopped because of her, and I maybe would have liked to see a little bit of her going forward, maybe a little bit of a deeper backstory of it, but so I wouldn't be surprised if James Gunn looks at her and says, you know what, this movie didn't work out for you, don't worry, I'll put you in something. But then she has this quote right here, and it just kind of kills any sympathy I have for her. She says, I look back at it as something super beautiful. It's been said that a queer Latina girl like me couldn't be Supergirl. Why do you say stupid things like that? Why do you bring up race, gender, and sexuality as like a crutch of what? Woman, you're paid tons of money to be in a movie that lost even more money. Oh, they've always said that a queer Latina girl like me could never play Supergirl. Honestly, you lost all the money for the movie, so maybe they were right. Maybe they were right. Why would you say something like this? Because right now, it tells me you are just in this category. And that's it. You're not an actress. You're just a queer Latina girl. Who, you know what? Maybe shouldn't have been cast as Supergirl because wasted a lot of money. But I was, and no one could take that away from me. Woman, the movie did terrible. You can say, hey, I had a lot of fun filming the movie. It was a great experience. I'm a little sad that it didn't make any money and that I'm not going to be able to continue the character going forward, but it is a cherished memory and it was fun putting on the suit, even if it was for just one movie. That's what you say. You say that, you're good. I would want to see your career going forward, but when you're out there talking about literally sexuality, race, and gender, I don't care for you anymore. She goes on to say, that is the most important thing for me. I did something that mattered. No, you didn't. It was actually so bad that they had to kill it entirely and recast you entirely. And whether you saw yourself represented in me or not, a lot of people really connected with her and loved her. How? Did you even see your own movie? It's amazing. It's like, is there a deeper cut of this movie, like a director's 5-hour Peter Jackson edition of this movie that I did not see, where we really got to the cusp of this character, really the connection that I could possibly feel and love this character? I thought she was okay. I liked some of the action. I didn't think she was a terrible actress in it. There's not really a lot of horribly memeable Kal-El no moments of it. It was fun watching her fight Zod and other people, but man, you are gushing too much about a movie that did this badly. Like I said, I would have simply said, I enjoyed playing the role. It was a fantastic time for me. I'm very sad that it didn't do well in the box office and people had negative opinions about it, but it was awesome for me personally wearing that suit, and I do hope I get the chance once again to perform for your entertainment, and hopefully do a good job. Say something like that with grace, and people want to see you do well afterwards. But when you're talking about here, it's been said that a queer Latino girl like me couldn't play Supergirl. Well, first of all, your hair color doesn't really work. Supergirl is a blonde. You are not a blonde, so I would not have hired you as Supergirl. So who knows if James Gunn is gonna cast her as something else. I don't see her as main actress material. I don't see her, being like Raven or someone like that, or like a major DC character. They're probably gonna give her like some bottom barrel. Like, I don't know. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but if you could fan cast her as someone in the DC, who would you put? Let me know what you think about that.
I'm the architect of extinction, the end of your dreams. You rise, you fall, tearing at the seams. And when the dust settles, you're met with my might, living in the metal.